I'm Blake Suniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. Our starting lineups, a look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. And tonight, we have a pair of teams that highlight the value of strong teamwork. You gotta love it.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, they're two of the best passing teams in the league. The chemistry on both sides is pretty obvious.
And they're also two of the smartest teams. We're not going to see a lot of wasted possessions or careless turnovers here tonight. You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Pass to Hines Allen. Clark outside. No good with the triple. Jones outside. Back to Laney Hamilton. Here's Ionescu. Outside Sabali. 6 to shoot. The 15-footer. Rebounded by the Fever.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Now here's Clark. Boston. Down low. Yes, and a nice assist from Maisha Hines Allen.
And it's the ability of Boston to score inside that makes her so dangerous.
Sabali the screen. To the paint. Outside, Laney Hamilton. Drops in the trade.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Outside, Hines Allen. Back to Mitchell. Clark. Here's the three. And Jones pulls it down. Outside, Stewart. Jones. Covered by Hines Allen. The shot by Ionescu, no good. Clark outside. Pass to Hines Allen. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for three. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
And Mitchell's ability to space the floor is so valuable to this offense.
Now here is Ionescu. Tight defense on her. Good work there as it goes.
Way to crash the offensive glass there. And once she gets her hands on it, you know it's going back up and in.
Clark outside. Pass to Cunningham. There's the triple. New York with the rebound. Back in 2020, the Liberty won the draft lottery and took Sabrina Ionescu with the first pick. Good decision.
Oh, a great decision. I mean, she has changed this franchise. An all-WNBA selection multiple times. New York has made the playoffs every year Sabrina's been healthy. And she was a big reason the Liberty won their first title ever in 2024.
Now here's Clark. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Ionescu outside. Tries the spin move. Outside for Stewart. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Well, capable on either end of the pick and roll. Stewart taking it herself that time.
And here's Clark. The three from Kelsey Mitchell. The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here is Ionescu. Inside. Stewart. She's covered by Mitchell. And Aaliyah Boston with the block.
Well, you need to know where Boston is there, picking up the block. Aaliyah just a menace defensively.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. And it's Cunningham with the rebound.
She has slipped into a real funk here.
Definitely. The basket is not looking very big to her at this point.
Now here's Boston. Clark outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Ionescu. And the shot by Clark, no good. The Liberty trail. Now Ionescu. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. From downtown, kept alive.
This has not been a quarter to remember for her.
I mean, what's going on right now? What is this? She's not making any sort of impact for them at that end of the court.
Now here's Boston. Mitchell up top. Lady Hamilton covering. Now here's Mitchell. Guarded closely. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
You'll see her hit from very deep, but she isn't a one-trick pony. Mitchell has the skills plus toughness to score inside, too.
Now here's Ionescu. Drops in the layup for 2.
I'll bet her percentage is pretty high from that range.
The Fever leading. Boston outside. Back to Clark. From past the arc. And Jones pulls it down.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Mitchell. Lady Hamilton covering. Clark outside. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Boston. Here's Clark. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, part of what makes Boston so good, you can run offense through her. Aaliyah is a quality passer, good decision maker.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Now here is Stewart. Good, and Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
So it's Indiana now. Boston outside. Steps back. And stolen by Ionescu. In transition, here come the Liberty. Here's Sabali. And the Liberty getting another bucket right there.
The team gets Sabali set up perfectly. She starts her shooting motion the instant she has the ball.
Mitchell. Lady Hamilton covering. On the wing, Sophie Cunningham. To the inside. Hey! Mitchell, shot's good.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's New York now. Trailing by 2. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
It's almost like she's trying to make things hard on herself. Work it around. Get an easier shot.
Pass to Mitchell. Outside Cunningham. Offline with the 3. Lady Hamilton on the wing. She's covered by Cunningham. Outside Stewart. And stolen by Hines Allen. Boston with it. Picked up by Sabali. Clark with it. And there's the call on Sabali. That's her first foul. Clark outside. Pass to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, Mitchell's really in a groove tonight. She's not being shy at all about shooting the rock.
Ionescu up top. She's covered by Clark. And like a few other current players, Maisha Hines Allen broke out at the 2020 wobble.
Yeah, there were lots of players opting out of that season. Hines Allen got more playing time. And that season, I think it showed off the incredible depth of this league, proving that all some players like a Hines Allen need is just a chance to play.
Zobbly with it. Now guarded by Hines Allen. Here's Stewart. That one goes in for 2, making it look easy. She's now 4 for 4.
When you let Stewart get inside, you're just not going to stop her. Too much length, too much game.
Now here's Mitchell. 13 points in this game. Pass to Clark. To the middle. Here's Billings. And fouled hard that time. And she'll get 2 shots at the line. Well, this recent era of WNBA hoops has been one defined by super teams.
Yeah, and those super teams generated an enormous amount of interest, which has really helped push the league forward.
And look, I think expansion is going to spread out some of that talent, which means we might be entering a new era, one that's characterized by parity.
First free throw is good. Doesn't get the second.
And a return to the playoffs for the Fever in 2024. It was a huge step forward for the team.
For sure, snapping a 7-year hiatus. And what's incredible is before that, the Fever went to 12 straight postseasons from 2005 to 2016. So this is an organization that is used to winning.
And it's the Fever ball. They lead by 4. Now here's Harris. D right on her. Lexi Hull on the wing. Boston inside. Guarded by Jones. Nice shot by Boston.
Oh man, Boston is a tough customer inside. Nice shot.
Here's Johannes. Covered by Harris. Rebecca Gardner on the wing. Allen. Pass to Johannes. The 3. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Nice offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage.
And here's Hull. Up top, Harris. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now Hull. On the wing, Shatori Walker-Kimbrough. Ferocious swat. Pass to Jones. Out of bounds. Liberty ball as New York keeps possession.
A nice play to get a hand to that pass and tip it out of bounds.
She was just a hair away from coming up with the steal there. Good effort.
What a remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
And you can see the mindset she has. When the game's this close, she's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Fever ahead. They're up by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
I think the roof is up, but get some people some umbrellas. It has been raining in here. A lot of threes.
Yeah, you know I'm a huge umbrella guy, but hey, when it rains, it pours. And they haven't let up from beyond the arc.
Now here's Allen, covered by Walker-Kimbrough. And Allen gets it to go.
Yeah, late reaction to the defense. She's always going to convert that.
Here's Harris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. And the ball out of play. The Liberty will have it. Here's Johannes. Pass to Phoebish.
Gardner. She's guarded by Billings. Now Phoebish.
Launches it. Johannes shot is off.
Boston outside.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough. Now Harris.
Boston sets a screen.
Now here's Harris. She's guarded closely. Too open that time, made it look easy.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
Jones.
She's guarded by Boston.
Rebecca Gardner on the wing. Up top, Allen. For three. Drills the three-pointer.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Pass to Boston.
Good defensive work by Jonquel Jones. New York trailing here. And here's Johannes. Picked by Jones.
The kick out to Allen.
Shot clock at 6. Now Gardner.
She's guarded by Billings.
One up, one down. She makes her first shot in this game. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second period. Dantas with the steal. Here's Harris. That's in, and she found her range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
You're seeing the high motor of Ty Harris, guys. She's so electric on the break.
And Allen gets it to go.
I saw a little confusion amongst the D as to who was supposed to be guarding her.
Now here's Harris. Defense right on her. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, and it's Boston missing.
You know, sometimes just because you can make it from way out there, it doesn't mean you should try.
Kind of hypocritical coming from you, Tim. I mean, it wasn't that far out. Anyways, she could work for a better shot than that.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
Pass to Johannes. Jones outside. The rebound by Dantas. The Fever with the lead. Dantas the screen. Down low. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
A skilled wing. Dantas is hard to track in the pick and roll. She can do anything out of it.
Here's Johannes. Covered by Harris. Jonquel Jones from long range. It's good from long range.
Look, I'm not sure who was supposed to pick her up, but someone's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving her that wide open.
And it's out of bounds to the Fever as Indiana retains possession. Mitchell outside. Rebound New York. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Pass to Johannes. Picked by Jones to the inside. That one drops for her second bucket. Marker 2 for 4.
So fluid in her movements. Defenders dread guarding Jones in the pick and roll.
It's stolen by Jonquel Jones. To the paint. Shot is good by Ionescu. Timeout called the Fever.
It was a long time coming, but the Liberty finally won it all in 2024.
You think about it, it's their first championship after losing in the finals 5 times, including the year before, 2023. And it wasn't easy. It took the full 5 games, overtime in that game 5, but Liberty fans got to see their team win on their court. Such a sweet feeling.
Fever trailing. Mitchell outside. Clark outside. Picked by Dantas. The shot from 20 feet. Clark can't hit. Pass to Stewart. Here's Lainey Hamilton. She's covered by Cunningham. And Jonquel Jones gets double teamed. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Here's Mitchell. Boston. It's stolen by Stewart. And they're running. And the layup falls.
Just shrugging off the contact, making it look easy. Jones is showing off the strength.
Now here's Mitchell. She's covered by Allen. Back to Dantas. To stop the run. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down. New York in the lead. Ionescu outside. From 12 feet out. That shot off. Now here's Mitchell. She's got 13. Clark outside. And she's going for the oop here. Oh, and the fast break for the Liberty. Pass to Stewart. Ionescu. It's tipped and stolen by Cunningham. Inside, here's Boston. The basket good off the assist from Sophie Cunningham.
I like the decision there by Cunningham.
Here's Ionescu. And here's Stewart. She's guarded by Dantas. A nice shot by Stewart.
She can time her passes so perfectly. What an assist.
Clark outside. Pass to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cunningham. From outside the arc. Sinks the triple. It's a tie ball game.
Providing spacing with her shooting. Cunningham down the 3.
And so it's New York with it. Jones outside. Stewart. The pick by Jones. To the middle. Soft touch off the glass.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Pass to Dantas. Back to Clark. Mitchell left side. The 3 is up. And Jones pulls it down.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
And that one's good. Stewart.
Countless hours in the gym have enabled Breanna Stewart to hit mid-range shots like that. What a hard worker.
Now here's Clark. She's tightly guarded. And it's blocked by Breanna Stewart. Ionescu outside. Now Stewart. 12 points for her. And they force the shot clock violation. Great defense. And now it's time to take another look at that huge swat.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and she is not about to give up an easy look.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
And when you talk about the elite players in our sport, Breanna Stewart is near the top of that list.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you're looking at 6 straight top 3 MVP finishes. Stewie's already won 3 titles and is always an all-defensive team member. Plus, she just turned 30. I mean, that's insane.
I'm not sure why she keeps trying her luck from deep. It's just not working for her.
Mitchell with it. 13 points in this game. 6 on the shot clock. Shot's good by Clark.
Nice touch near the hoop.
Here's Ionescu. Pass to Jones. Lainey Hamilton. Misses the 3.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
This is the pure shooting ability of Mitchell at work. Allows her to score right off the pass.
Pass to Johannes. And again, it's the Liberty missing. The Fever leading. Now Mitchell. Back to Cunningham. Billings. 6 to shoot. Now here's Mitchell. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Pass to Johannes.
And here's Phoebish.
Just her first attempt. Her first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Clark. Unloads. She got it up in time, but it just wouldn't fall for her. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here. The Fever on top, leading by a point. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Start of the third quarter here after a closely contested first half. It's been an absolute clinic out there by Kelsey Mitchell.
And I wonder how long she could continue to shoot the three ball as well as she has up to this point. She's been quite simply lights out.
Yeah, exactly. And this is something we both know, that sometimes you have those nights where the bucket looks as wide as the Grand Canyon, and it really might be one of those nights for her.
The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first two quarters. And here's Clark. Launches a three. Rebound, New York. Goes outside. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot two.
It's been an incredible career and journey for Jonquel Jones.
When you think about it, I mean, she's born in the Bahamas, drafted out of a mid-major school, just 6 points per game as a rookie. But Jones has worked herself into an MVP, WNBA champion, one of the great stories in league history.
That free throw missing.
Lots of fantastic players in this league, no doubt about it. But who do you consider the most versatile?
I'll go with Napheesa Collier. She pretty much fills it up everywhere on the stat sheet, whether it's points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. Collier gives you everything.
And you mentioned those numbers. I mean, she's been a defensive player of the year as well. You know, Collier can guard or play basically every position. You know, Napheesa Collier is a superstar with serious versatility.
Now here's Mitchell.
Lane Hamilton covering.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Laney Hamilton on the wing.
She's covered by Mitchell. Ionescu outside. And out of bounds, the Fever will take it. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Hines Allen.
Boston up top.
Now here's Mitchell.
Laney Hamilton covering.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Now here's Laney Hamilton.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Jones. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
All the hard work paying off for Jones, making a complicated dribble move look easy.
Clark, right side. Now here's Mitchell.
Laney Hamilton covering.
5 on the clock. Now here's Mitchell. 16 points for her.
Now Laney Hamilton.
Stewart with the screen.
Laney Hamilton can't hit.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
Pass to Boston.
Clark outside. Down low. Hines Allen. Rejected by Jonquel Jones. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Fever will retain possession.
Just an incredible read on defense to come up with that block.
Great timing, great defensive awareness. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it can alter your approach.
Timeout called the Fever. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Good on the shot.
They had the play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Now here is Ionescu. She's covered closely. From deep. Hines Allen pulls it in.
Outside Cunningham.
Pass to Clark. Mitchell outside. 6 on the shot clock.
Outside Cunningham.
That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feet.
Well, defensively, you have to run Cunningham off the catch and shoot. That is her specialty.
Ionescu outside. Three-pointer Brianna Stewart. Count that one as her 7th make in 8 attempts. That's a scorching 86%. Here's the Fever with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Boston sets a screen.
Now here's Mitchell.
Laney Hamilton covering.
Shot clock at 3.
The shot by Cunningham, no good.
Pass to Ionescu. Back to Sabali.
Laney Hamilton.
From outside, off the mark. Mitchell outside. Outside, Hines Allen. Off target from three-point range.
Pass to Laney Hamilton.
And here is Jones.
Back to Laney Hamilton.
And out of bounds, the Fever will take it.
That is such a careless pass. You got to keep your head in the game.
Clark with it. 7 points in the game. Mitchell outside. Indiana again missing.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton drains the three-pointer.
Needed a good, quick release on that three-pointer because she knew she was giving up a lot of height in that matchup.
You nailed it, Tim. That quick release was the key. Any hesitation, and that shot's blocked.
Mitchell outside.
Back to Boston.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And she can't stop this drought. Another miss. Ionescu outside. No good on the 3.
Nice play on D, got that hand in her face, and it prevented an easy look.
Exactly. She was alert and aware, and really just reacted quickly to that shot. Crafty pass work, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Jones, covered by Hines Allen. Jones right side. Over Hines Allen. Jones misses. Indiana trailing. Pass to Clark.
Here's Boston.
Mitchell. Clark defended by Stewart.
Boston sets a screen.
Caitlin Clark outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Fever will retain possession.
When the Fever won the 2024 draft lottery, I think everyone in the world knew who they were going to take, Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, she's already had a massive impact on the Fever and the league. On the floor, Clark's passing and limitless range are just tremendous weapons offensively. And then off the floor, I mean, I think the Fever might be the hottest ticket around the W.
Pass to Mitchell for the lead. There's another one to add to her total. She's shooting 7 for 15. And so it's New York with it. 2-point game. Jones with it.
Working on Boston.
Now Stewart, covered by Hines Allen. Lets it go from the wing. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Clark left side. Outside, Hines Allen. Pass to Mitchell. Billings.
Boston.
She's covered by Allen.
They double team Aaliyah Boston.
Billings. It's rebounded by Sabali. Now Allen. Back to Sabali. To stop the drought.
It's hauled in by Boston.
Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Hines Allen. And the 3 off target. Here's Ionescu. Throws it up high. And she lays in the alley-oop pass. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Another high-scoring night for Stewart. Between her skills and really her mentality, it was like she was engineered to get buckets in this league.
And the shot by Clark, no good.
Such tough defense there against one of the better finishers in the game.
Satu Sabali draws the double. And that one's good. Jones.
Now you can tell Jones knows when it's time to dominate, go inside, and take charge of the paint.
Outside Billings.
Back to Clark. Mitchell, right side. And it's off from three-point range. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assist.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Back to Stewart. Shot clock at 6. And the Liberty getting another bucket right there.
Give her an inch. Dewey will just knock those down so quick with her release.
Mitchell outside. Clark outside.
There's a screen by Billings.
From the wing.
Clark can't get it to go.
New York in the lead. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
And here is Stewart. 19 points in the game. No good on the triple.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
Pass to Boston.
Clark tries to break her ice. Three-pointer Hines Allen. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down. Outside Stewart. Ionescu.
She's guarded by Boston.
There's the three. The shot by Ionescu, no good.
And here's Indiana.
Trailing by 4. Pass to Billings. Up top Clark, covered by Ionescu. The three from Kelsey Mitchell. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Nice job by Mitchell. She's a primary scoring option in terms of talent, instincts, and productivity.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jones.
She's guarded by Boston.
Breanna Stewart from outside.
It's hauled in by Boston.
Now here's Clark. For the lead. No good on the last second attempt there. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's the Liberty, up by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. And it's New York's ball. They lead by 1. Beyond the arc. The shot by Ionescu, no good. Now here's Harris. Covered by Ionescu. Now Harris. Shot clock at 5. Shot by Mitchell, no good.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Johannes sinks the three-pointer.
She found the perfect spot behind the arc there, a big gap in the D.
Fourth quarter just getting started, 1 minute in the books. Here's Harris. No good from 18.
That's too good a look to pass up there, despite the result.
Pass to Gardner. Now Lainey Hamilton.
Shoots it. The Fever pull it in.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
And just a tiny lead for them.
A chance to make it a little bigger right here, though.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. They get it back. And it's good. Fought through the contact, hit the shot, and she'll go to the line.
Back in 2023, Breanna Stewart signing as a free agent with the Liberty. What a signing.
Oh, to me, I think this could go down as the biggest free agent signing in WNBA history. Stewie won an MVP in year 1 with New York, and then in year 2, She brings the Liberty their first title in franchise history. It's hard to make a bigger impact than that, guys. Well, you simply cannot let Ionescu get comfortable shooting it, especially from that short corner.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Now Harris. Shot to stop the run. And the ball out of play. The Liberty will have it. Now here is Ionescu, covered by Harris. And here's Johannes. Here's Phoebish. But they'll get another chance. Ionescu misses.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
Back to Mitchell. Takes it from 10, and she connects with the jumper.
You know, you simply cannot say enough about her individual performance so far, even if the all-around team effort has been lacking.
Here's Lainey Hamilton. Mitchell grabs the board. The Fever trailing. Here's Harris. Johannes with the rebound. On offense, here's the Liberty. Pass to Ionescu. Fires the three. Cans it from downtown.
Can't give Ionescu any airspace from downtown. If you do, she'll torch you from there.
And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Here's Dantas. Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good. Allen, covered by Walker Kimbrough. Shot's good by Johannes.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
Mitchell outside.
Cunningham.
Pass to Harris. From deep. Rebound New York.
Yeah, she's got a great stroke. I mean, that one almost dropped.
Yeah, we've seen it a lot of times that she'll hit those shots no matter how tight the D is.
And the basket by Walker Kimbrough.
Great job taking advantage of the steal and getting the easy points in transition.
Just how you draw it up. Great defensive work and aggressive play in the open court.
A defense leading to offense.
And the Liberty call time here.
Jones with it. Pass to Stewart. Takes the three. Offensive rebound. And Aaliyah Boston with the block. Walker Kimbrough. Lainey Hamilton covering. Outside, Hines Allen. That three off the mark. Here's New York now. Here in the fourth, they've only allowed just 4 points. Picked by Jones. On the wings, Satu Sabali, covered by Hines Allen. Sabali shot is off. On the wings, Sophie Cunningham. Screen by Hines Allen. Caitlin Clark outside. Stewart grabs the miss. And the Liberty with possession here. 11-point game. To the inside. Pass to Johannes. And here is Stewart for three. That shot is good. She's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Well, with a new Toronto team coming in 2026 and more international players getting drafted, the WNBA's global reach is growing.
And you look at upcoming draft classes, that will be reflected more so with the international players coming in and some of the recent high draft picks we've had from outside the United States.
Yeah, and it mirrors basketball continuing to grow on the international stage. So I'm excited to see the best players in the world playing right here in the WNBA.
Pass to Johannes.
Lainey Hamilton.
The three-pointer, no good. Clark outside. Hines Allen.
On the wing, Sophie Cunningham.
And Jones pulls it down. They have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely on the other side, really not much resistance put up.
Now Johannes. Stewart with the screen. Up top, Sabali. Clock at 6. And a great assist by Brianna Stewart as that one goes in.
Throwing her weight around down low. Shot to Sabali.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Caitlin Clark outside. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, she's been ice cold. Very little going her way out there.
Here's Johannes. She's covered by Clark. To the paint. Here's Stewart. And she tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough. Lainey Hamilton covering.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough.
Boston.
6 to shoot.
Shoots over Lainey Hamilton. The shot by Boston, no good.
And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
Now Jones. That's good again. And her 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
Total dominance by Jones tonight. She loves getting to her spots and finding her rhythm.
Here's Clark.
Boston sets a screen.
Shot to stop the drought.
Satu Sabali comes up with the board.
Here's New York now.
Pass to Lainey Hamilton.
Here's Stewart. The 3 ball.
Caitlin Clark pulls it in. Up top, Walker Kimbrough. Lainey Hamilton covering.
Clark outside.
Now Boston.
And a foul on the shot. She'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Jonquel Jones.
Well, it's hard to stay healthy, and Aaliyah Boston's done a great job of being available.
Well, she didn't miss a game during her first 2 years in the league, which is pretty incredible, playing more than 30 minutes per contest. But Boston doesn't just show up. She plays hard.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. She knocks down the first one.
And the 2023 Rookie of the Year, Aaliyah Boston, is a treat to watch.
Oh, yeah, she's a lot of fun. Personally, I love her passing, ability to run offense through the post. Boston is such an unselfish player, team first. Traits that we don't normally associate with first overall picks like her.
That misses, so she splits the free throws.
Well, you just have to be excited about Aaliyah Boston, a young woman with tons of skills. She dominated in college, and she's going to dominate in the WNBA.
Out to the left wing. Ionescu can't get it to go. Here's the Fever with the ball.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Outside, Cunningham.
Pass to Clark. Stolen by Sabrina Ionescu. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Heads-up play to take advantage of the open court. Ionescu does a great job of reading the floor.
Mitchell outside. Hines Allen.
Here's Boston. Guarded by Sabali.
Hines Allen, good.
Well, you're not going to pass up that type of look.
They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in. Clark outside.
Boston sets a screen.
Looking to get it going. And Jones pulls it down. And so it's New York with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Breanna Stewart from outside. The Fever pull it in. Pass to Mitchell.
Back to Cunningham.
Over Stewart.
The shot by Cunningham, no good.
Now here is Ionescu. Stewart. And the shot goes in.
The will, the desire. When Stewart is locked in offensively, there's little you can do to stop her.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
This game really a defining game for what they can do when they're playing at their best. Being here at home helps, but the execution anywhere was terrific.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone. In the booth with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefatemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're glad to have you along for the ride. A look now at the starting lineups for both teams.
You know, there are a lot of ways that the WNBA has influenced the NBA, and a big one was with the Commissioner's Cup.
Yeah, that in-season tournament was a precursor to the NBA's by a few years, and it really just showed how much excitement and interest can be created.
I think it holds a special place for a lot of WNBA fans, the teams, the players, and fans. They all really enjoy the cup.
Now here's Jones. Ionescu outside. Back to Jones. Takes the three.
It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston.
Well, it wasn't a block officially, but it might as well been. She really affected that shot.
Yeah, it was clearly her defense that threw her off there.
Clark with it. Covered by Ionescu. Screened by Hines Allen. Jonquel Jones with the block.
A stalwart on the defensive end. Jones's timing when it comes to shot blocking is just phenomenal.
Just an incredible read on defense to come up with that block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Clock at 2. Mitchell. New York with the rebound.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
Now here is Ionescu. Brianna Stewart from outside. Hines Allen pulls it in. Pass to Mitchell. Little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. To the inside. Here's Boston. The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
Nice job finding Boston. She is so good in that pick and roll set.
Here's Stewart. Pass to Ionescu. And here is Jones. Covered by Hines Allen. And that one's good.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller defender on her and took it straight to the bucket for the easy two.
And here's Clark. Back to Mitchell.
Cunningham.
And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Now here is Ionescu. There's Jonquel Jones with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
A gifted shooter for a player her size, Jones is a matchup nightmare.
And in that epic 2024 WNBA Finals, Jonquel Jones took home MVP honors.
Yeah, she shot it 56, 43, and 100 for the series. Now, New York struggled at times offensively, and Jones had to carry the load to give the Liberty their first WNBA title.
Now here's Boston.
Outside, Hines Allen. Pass to Mitchell. Now Cunningham. Guarded by Sabali. Caitlin Clark outside. Again, the miss by the Fever. New York in the lead. Stewart up top. Back to Jones. Picked by Jones. Pulls up from the top of the key. The offensive rebound. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses, and she'll shoot 2.
How about the toughness of Satou Sabali, both mentally and physically? She's a competitor who really pushes herself to get her team exactly what they need.
And the first one at the line is good.
And for Satou Sabali, 2023 was a breakout season. She was named Most Improved Player.
Yeah, it was also a first-team All-WNBA selection. That's going to put you in elite company. In her 4th season, things started to click for Sabali. Now, she's a bona fide star.
She's off on the second.
And we've seen Satou Sabali take her game to another level. Fellas, how has she done that?
Well, to me, you look at her three-point numbers. I mean, the first 3 years, about 25% from deep. Last 2 years, a blistering 43%. Satou's consistency from deep has really opened up the floor in the rest of her game.
Now here is Ionescu. Outside Stewart. Jones.
She's covered by Cunningham.
Three-pointer Brianna Stewart. She's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You just have to love watching Stewart shoot. Uses the pass to get in rhythm, knock down the shot.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Outside Sabali. Lets it go. The shot by Ionescu, no good. The Fever trailing. Mitchell outside. Hines Allen. Back to Mitchell. Out to the left wing. Pass to Hines Allen.
Outside Cunningham.
Indiana again missing. And so it's New York with it.
Back to Lainey Hamilton.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
They've built a big lead very early.
Boy, right from the tip, there isn't anything they haven't done well.
It has been a textbook dominant performance.
Caitlin Clark outside. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feed.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Ionescu up top. She's covered by Clark. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Sabali. Lets the 3 fly. Drains it from beyond the arc.
How about Satu Sabali answering that 3?
Now here's Clark, covered by Ionescu. Drops in the breakaway layup.
They've made one bucket after another since getting this game started. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, Tim. I wouldn't go that far, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Now here's Clark.
Stolen by Lainey Hamilton.
Good on the bucket.
They've been the hotter team in the first half so far, guys.
Well, they've been grinding, working for those high percentage shots, and it's been paying off for them.
And let's see if this success continues to go as we get longer into this game.
Clark with it, covered by Ionescu. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. Again, the miss by the Fever. Outside, Sabali.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
Pass to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Now Ionescu.
Hey!
Off target with the 3.
That's some defense for you. Look, for someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as she is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding the 3 ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think they picked the right player to put on her.
Now here's Mitchell. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. And down it goes. 2 points.
Great focus for Mitchell offensively, finding herself that mid-range shot.
Here's Ionescu. It's a 13-point game. Inside. Here's Stewart.
That one falls, and a nice feed from Lainey Hamilton.
Well, you don't see that one often. The fadeaway shot when she's wide open.
Clark outside. Mitchell outside. Clark covered by Ionescu. Back to Mitchell. Right side, Hines Allen. Here's Cunningham. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, for this offense, Cunningham is such a key. Hitting those corner threes really opens up the rest of the floor.
Outside, Stewart. Stewart with the screen. To the paint. The shot is good, and so is her shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Now here's Boston.
Back to Clark. There's the triple.
Lainey Hamilton with the rebound.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
Looking around the league, is it safe to say that the Liberty have the best big 3?
Well, to me, it's no doubt. You have former MVPs in Breanna Stewart and Jonquel Jones, and then you got an all-WNBA point guard in Sabrina Ionescu. And beyond the collection of talent, these 3 are a great fit.
She gets that one.
They've come into this game with a very aggressive approach. Pounding the ball inside, and it's working.
Yeah, it sure is working, Tim. And they're finding the open lanes to the hoop and just owning this game early on.
What a start.
Now here's Boston.
And here is Mitchell.
Shoots over Lainey Hamilton.
A shot by Mitchell, no good. Ionescu. She's covered by Clark.
Pass to Lainey Hamilton.
They get it back. Again, the Liberty good for 2.
Well, Jones has a talent for owning the boards. Here she keeps the play alive and finishes it strong.
Now here's Mitchell. And here's Clark.
Outside Cunningham.
Sabrina Ionescu with the rebound.
You know, typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
Picked by Jones. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Hines Allen pulls it in.
And here's Indiana.
They trail by 16. Pass to Clark.
Outside Cunningham.
Fires for three.
The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
Providing spacing with her shooting. Cunningham down the three.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
Now here's Jones. To the middle.
Sabali.
Off target at the rim. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Clark with it.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Hines Allen. Shoots over Jones. Not going to go that time. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's the Liberty. They lead by 13. We'll take a quick break and then get back to the action. And welcome back. It's been all one-way traffic through the first as the second quarter gets underway. All right, guys, the Liberty enjoying a nice lead here.
It's been fun to watch. Everybody out there looking to make the extra pass in the first quarter.
I'll tell you what stands out for me. It's been a total team effort out there. Just fantastic basketball being played.
Pass to Phoebish. Nice D from Aaliyah Boston.
Just stay close to her. I mean, really, that's all the defender had to do there.
Here's Harris. From the arc, drains the three-pointer.
I love the poise and confidence Harris plays with. She doesn't hesitate on catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Now Jones lets it go from deep. And it's Billings with the rebound.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Down low. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Beautiful dish down low.
New York in the lead. Now Johannes. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. New York, no good that time either. So it's Indiana now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Harris.
Here's Boston. Chase covered by Allen.
And that one good.
And it's the ability of Boston to score inside that makes her so dangerous.
To the middle. Here's Johannes. Up and in on the layup.
You know, that is right where they wanted to get that ball.
So it's Indiana now. 8-point game. Pass to Hull. Harris. Stolen by Jones. Inside.
Phoebish with the bucket.
Oh, man, she is so good at making those lead passes.
Now Hull.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second period. Here's Harris. And the ball out of play. The Liberty will have it. And the Fever making a change here.
A 2020 top 10 pick, Ty Harris broke out in 2024 in year 5 of her career.
Averaging a career best 10.5 points per game. You mentioned she was drafted in 2020, started her career in the Wubble. It's been a challenge for players like her who didn't have your average rookie year.
I mean, look at the move by Jonquel Jones to New York. She traded individual glory for team success.
Yeah, her numbers down from that 2021 MVP season in Connecticut. Jones has made personal sacrifices, and she's been rewarded with back-to-back trips to the finals and, of course, a title in 2024.
The first one falls.
The 2025 draft class is loaded, so give me your guys' favorite pick.
I'm going with the easy answer. The first pick, Paige Beckers. I mean, we're talking about a generational talent, and I like her ability to control the game, score it, and set others up.
Yeah, I'll go with Beckers too. I mean, she was the #1 recruit out of high school with so much attention on her over her 5 collegiate years. I would say it's pretty obvious that Paige is ready for the limelight.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. Now here's Cunningham. Lainey Hamilton covering.
Pass to Harris. Fires from 14. Again, the miss by the Fever. Now here's Ionescu. Defense right on her. Here's Allen. Three-pointer.
It's hauled in by Boston.
Here's Harris. Pass to Billings. Harris.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Gets it to go from downtown.
It's important that Mitchell keeps hitting from deep because that's going to help open up the offense.
And here is Jones.
She's guarded by Boston. Now Phoebish.
Here's Ionescu. The shot, no good. The Fever trailing. And here's Harris. Pass to Mitchell. Allen with the steal. They push it up 4-on-3. Ionescu has it.
Billings is there.
Here's the three.
And it's Cunningham with the rebound.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
Now here's Boston.
Shot clock at 5.
On the wing, Sophie Cunningham.
New York with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16.
Lainey Hamilton up top.
Back to Jones. Ionescu. Again, Sabrina Ionescu missing.
Cunningham with it. Lainey Hamilton covering. Boston.
Off target with the jump hook. And so it's New York with it. They've got a 9-point lead. Now here is Ionescu. Covered by Harris. Pass to Jones. Now here is Ionescu. Shoots over Harris. She drains it in as the shot clock ticks down.
And Ionescu never seems to get rattled on the court. The shot clock was winding down, but she didn't care.
Mitchell outside.
Outside Cunningham.
Fires from deep.
Offensive rebound.
Back to Mitchell. Pass to Harris. Tries again.
Lainey Hamilton with the rebound.
Now, sometimes you just want to show off your range.
I mean, we already know how good her range is, so I don't know why she's firing from that deep.
Now here is Ionescu. She's got 6. Allen's shot is off. Now here's Harris. She's covered closely.
Boston up top.
Pass to Mitchell. Allen with the rebound.
It's stolen by Billings.
Now Harris. Here's Mitchell. Takes the three. It's good for her 4th bucket of the game. She's shooting 4 for 8.
She can shoot off the dribble a lot, but Mitchell is also adept at shooting off the delivery. A crisp pass helps her square up.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton.
The kick out to Ionescu. And she can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
In the offseason, the Fever were aggressive in pursuing veterans.
Well, the Fever, they like their core, and they want to win now. They signed a bunch of veterans, including Sophie Cunningham, and this is a team that wants to win now. They're sick of losing in Indiana.
Now here's Mitchell. She's got 10. Shoots over Allen. Kelsey Mitchell missing again. New York leading. Pass to Ionescu. Picked by Jones. For 3. Ionescu misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems. You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
Pass to Allen. Now Jones.
She's covered by Cunningham. And it's Cunningham with the rebound.
Now here's Harris. Covered by Ionescu. And here is Mitchell. Nice form on the 20-footer.
Everyone knows that Kelsey Mitchell can score, so the question is, defensively, how do you slow her down? Well, tonight, they've really had no answers.
Now here is Ionescu. She has 6. Jones.
She's guarded by Boston.
They need this.
Nice D from Aaliyah Boston.
Here's the Fever with the ball. They trail by 6. Pass to Mitchell. To the paint. Billings. And Jones pulls it down. And the Liberty with possession here. Ionescu outside. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
Excellent release from mid-range. Ionescu has a gift for getting to her spots offensively.
Mitchell. She's covered by Allen. Pass to Cunningham. From outside the arc. The rebound by the Liberty.
Some of the shots she's taken today have been absolute head-scratchers. She's out there playing like it's a game of horse, and it's not.
Now here's Allen. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Phoebish. That one falls, and a nice feed from Lainey Hamilton.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Billings. Oh! And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good, and she'll go to the line.
The main role of Monique Billings on this team is to rebound.
When you look at the advanced numbers for basketball nerds like me, rebounding percentage specifically, Monique Billings is one of the best in league history.
Here's Lainey Hamilton.
Pass to Jones. Now here is Ionescu. She's covered by Clark. Picked by Jones to the inside.
Nice D from Aaliyah Boston.
Indiana trailing to the middle. Here's Mitchell. Nails the baby hook.
You'll see her hit from very deep, but she isn't a one-trick pony. Mitchell has the skills plus toughness to score inside, too.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside, and it's Billings with the rebound. Shoots the three, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Liberty out in front, leading by 5. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And now the start of the second half, neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. One of the stories here, Mitchell getting it done today.
She is such a dynamic scorer. That much we know. And her talent really was on full display in the first half.
Yeah, look, there's no way around it. She's a hard player to keep down, and so far, they haven't found the answer for her, and there might not be one.
Pass to Clark. Back to Mitchell. Boston sets a screen. Mitchell, shot's good.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here is Ionescu. Back to Stewart. Out of bounds. Liberty ball as New York keeps possession.
She had no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important because probably would have been a quick 2 points if she doesn't knock it out of bounds. So I love that effort level.
Stewart with the ball.
She's covered by Cunningham.
Kicks it out to Sabali.
It's stolen by Aaliyah Boston.
Pass to Clark. Knocked away and stolen by Ionescu. And stolen by Mitchell. Clark left side. The quick look, no good that time. New York in the lead. Over to the left wing. Pass to Sabali. Jones. 6 on the shot clock. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
It goes on Sophie Cunningham.
Strong play drawing contact. At 6'4", it's very hard to stop Stewart without fouling her when she gets inside.
And the first one drops.
The third WNBA title for Breanna Stewart. Won in 2024 with New York. Man, it was a special one.
No doubt, bringing to Liberty an original WNBA franchise, their first ever championship. It was a bounce back for Stewie New York. Remember, they dropped the 23 series for the Aces.
Well, for the games that you watch around the league, what's an important factor that you guys think gets overlooked?
I gotta say, pace. You want to play the game on your terms. And if you can control the tempo, that can be pretty key in a game.
No doubt, Brian. You know, we see different styles around the league. And if you can impose how you want to play, that's huge.
Now here's Ionescu. 8 points for her. Sabali the screen. Ionescu outside. Here's Stewart. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Hines Allen. Indiana again missing. Now Ionescu. Now Lainey Hamilton. And here is Jones. She's covered by Cunningham. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Ionescu. From outside, off the mark.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's Mitchell. She's got 17. Boston outside. Shoots over Sabali. Boston no good. Pass to Stewart. Back to Sabali. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Because of Sabali's impressive physical skills, I'm never surprised when she pulls off these contact finishes.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone now. Now here's Mitchell. D right on her. Caitlin Clark with the three. Connects from three-point range.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
Now here is Ionescu. She's covered by Clark. Stewart inside. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Good on the three-point shot.
Gotta love Ionescu's intensity, delivering an emphatic answer.
Pass to Boston. Clark. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You have to make sure your feet are set. When you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
Outside, Sabali. The kick out to Ionescu. Pass to Stewart. Launches it. Cans it from downtown.
The three-point shot of Stewart, it's what sets everything else up. You have to meet her at the three-point line because if you don't, she'll knock him down.
Now here's Mitchell. 17 points in the game.
Cunningham.
Defended by Stewart. 5 to shoot. Back to Hines Allen. It's stolen by Jonquel Jones. To the paint. Stolen by Hines Allen. Inside. And foul called as she misses. And she's going to shoot 2 free throws.
Smart take by Hines Allen, found in the act, and she gets to go to the line.
First one falls for her. Both good at the line. Now here is Ionescu. She's got 11. Pass to Stewart. Back to Ionescu. Lainey Hamilton on the wing. Here's Jones, covered by Hines Allen. Here's Mitchell. Lainey Hamilton with the rebound. New York leading. Ionescu outside. Back to Lainey Hamilton. Sabali. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I love the effort and energy Sabali brings to the boards. Great second chance effort there.
Pass to Mitchell. Good defense there by Benijah Lainey Hamilton. Here's Ionescu. Kicks it out to Sabali. Down low. Here's Jones. And it's New York with another.
An efficient offensive player. The most impressive thing about Jones to me is she is capable of huge nights without wasting a lot of possessions.
Now here's Mitchell. 17 points in the game. Clark, let's go with a three. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
Good looking bounce pass to set up the basket.
Timeout called the Liberty. Ionescu has it. 11 points in the game. Back to Stewart. And out of bounds, the Fever will take it. The Fever trailing. Boston outside. Back to Clark. Puts up a three. And another three for Indiana.
Well, you want to get back into a ball game, knock down threes. Another three from her, getting them that much closer.
Well, she knows all about that. I mean, most of her points have come on the three-point shot today.
Here's Ionescu. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
In the 2024 finals, Sabrina Ionescu hit one of the biggest shots in league history.
With the series 1-1, Sabrina nailed a deep three with just a second left, silencing the crowd of over 19,000 in Minnesota. That was a key win and a huge reason why the Liberty won it all for the first time.
And she knocks down the first one.
And winning that Game 5 of the finals at home in 2024, what a moment for Sabrina Ionescu.
The scoring wasn't there for Sabrina, but she helped the Liberty find a way, dropping 8 assists in the deciding Game 5, helping lead New York to their first ever WNBA title. You gotta admire how Sabrina Ionescu can do it all. She can score, distribute, grab rebounds, whatever you need, she can do it. And that kind of versatility is just invaluable.
Very close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it. You know, to me, it didn't really look like her feet were set.
Here's Ionescu. 13 points in this game. Stewart up top. Jones. She's guarded by Boston. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
Anytime the possession ends up with Jones having the ball down low, it's a good trip for them.
And she makes the first.
Well, when you look at her game, what you appreciate most about Jonquel Jones is her versatility. A strong offensive player and a very skilled defender as well.
That's also good, so she hits them both. So it's Indiana now. 8-point game. Clark outside, fires the three. The rebound by the Liberty.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open, and maybe that's why she missed.
Pass to Stewart. Ionescu. And here's Sabali. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Aaliyah Boston. Mitchell, right side. Screen by Hines Allen. Now here's Clark. Four on the clock. Back to Mitchell. The three ball. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They are fully stretched out there trying to stop the three and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point. I like the bold move of going right back at her to return the three, but she just couldn't get it to go.
Now Clark. She's got 12. Mitchell. She's covered by Gardner. Caitlin Clark outside. And another three for Indiana.
Well, this is a game again. Good run to close the gap.
Yeah, they've done a great job to get back within striking distance. Solid comeback effort.
But that effort has to keep up.
And the Liberty call time here.
The Fever making a switch here.
Pass to Johannes.
Five on the clock. Back to Jones. The Fever pull it in. Here's Boston. Here's Clark. For the lead. And another three for Indiana.
She is just bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from her?
Well, we've already seen a lot. I mean, she's got more points from outside the arc than inside the arc.
Buries it from three-point range.
An emphatic three-point answer from Stewart, refusing to let the opposing team own the arc.
Boston outside. Billings on the wing.
Gardner with the steal. Here's Jones. She scores her sixth bucket from the floor with that one. And she shot the ball 11 times.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Caitlin Clark outside. No good that time. New York leading. Outside Stewart. Pass to Johannes. Jones right side. Clock at 6. Fade away. The rebound by Dantas.
Outside Billings.
To the inside.
Boston shot is good.
Oh, man. Boston is a tough customer inside. Nice shot.
Here's Johannes. She's covered by Clark. And here's Johannes. Pass to Gardner. Jones. 6 to shoot. Stewart.
She's guarded by Dantas.
And it's Stewart missing. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's the Liberty. They're up by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Now here is Ionescu. She's guarded closely. The three. The Fever pull it in.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Liberty. On offense, here the Liberty.
At one point, they led by 16.
Here's Phoebish. She's guarded by Dantas.
The shot by Ionescu, no good. Indiana trailing. Now here's Harris. To the middle. Dantas. And she hits it to tie up the game.
What a dish out of the pick and roll. Harris is certainly a cerebral point guard, guys.
Fibish. She's guarded by Dantas. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. New York, no good that time either.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
Harris can't hit.
She can't get anything to drop. And the way she's going, it's probably not something she should try to shoot her way out of.
And I'm sure her teammates would agree with that. You know, the last thing they want to see her doing is shooting it more.
Now here's Harris. Now Johannes. Pass to Ionescu. And she lobs it up. Fibish shot is off.
That would have been a nice alley-oop.
I love the thought. Nearly pulled off the spectacular.
Would have been awesome.
Now Mitchell, covered by Ionescu. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Clock at 6. Deflected. In transition, here come the Liberty. Lainey Hamilton, that one's good. Mitchell with it. For those joining us, fourth quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Cunningham sets a screen. Indiana again missing. Here's New York now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Fibish. Here's Johannes. 6 on the shot clock. Ionescu misses the 3. She lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen by Lainey Hamilton. On the wing, Rebecca Allen. She's covered by Mitchell. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
She's missing shot after shot after shot from three-point land. This is not a fourth quarter she's going to want to remember.
Now here's Cunningham. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Certain players are finishers like a Sophie Cunningham. You set them up, they'll knock them down.
Ionescu outside. There's the 3. Another miss by Sabrina Ionescu. Pass to Harris. Mitchell. The three-pointer is on target.
You talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Well, they never hung their heads, even when they were down big earlier. They were really composed, never got desperate, and credit the coach for keeping them in it.
Exactly. Stay with your game plan.
Now here's Ionescu. Another miss by Sabrina Ionescu. Hamilton covering. Here's Cunningham. And the Fever hit again from deep.
What are they thinking, leaving her with all that space out there? Don't they know that that's pretty much a layup for her?
Pass to Allen. Johannes. To the paint. Here's Fibish. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Here's Mitchell. Unloads. Lainey Hamilton with the rebound.
The defenders cannot lose track of her because usually that shot will go down.
Ionescu outside. No good on the triple.
She's been struggling big time in this quarter, guys.
She really has tightened up, but I'm just not seeing any flow to her game right now.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. The Liberty trail. Here's Fibish. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
This is the kind of vision you get with Ionescu. She has a knack for finding the open teammate.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell for three. Drops in the tray.
They are dialed in from three-point land here in the fourth.
Yeah, and that's just putting it mildly, Tim. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on their opponents with the triple.
And there's no better time, Brian, to hit threes than in the fourth quarter.
And she was all alone on that one.
Well, Ionescu has the kind of range that you simply have to respect. She's such a reliable three-point shooter.
The three from Kelsey Mitchell. The rebound by the Liberty.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looked good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
The kick out to Ionescu. Stolen by Harris. Here's Mitchell. Rebounded by Phoebish. Now here's Allen. She's covered by Cunningham. Dantas with the steal. Now here's Harris. She's guarded closely. Pass to Mitchell. The three is up. Unable to get that one to go.
It's been a rough quarter for her with nothing going her way, but she seems determined to shoot her way out of it.
Her shooting's been good, but overall her output has been down. I mean, they'd probably be out in front if she just took more shots.
Outside Cunningham. Harris, covered by Ionescu. Mitchell outside. There's a screen. Clock at 4. Indiana again missing. Inside, Dantas with the steal. Now here's Harris. Not a lot of room. Another shot. Rebounded by Phoebish. To the inside. Delaney Hamilton, that one's good.
Great job spotting her teammate near the bucket and firing the pass in there.
Outside Cunningham. Pass to Harris. Shot to stop the run. No good there. New York leading. Here's Phoebish. Score the bucket. She's made 5 so far, shooting a nifty 5 for 7.
This game, it's taken on a new feel since halftime.
Definitely. The energy level on both sides has gone way up after the break, and the energy level in this booth is heating up.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Poked loose. Mitchell outside. Pass to Clark. This one for 3.
Boston. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
Key points from Boston. She knows when she needs to step up.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
The three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Now here's Mitchell. Here's Clark. And she wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Yeah, a very nice feed by Mitchell there. She's a team-oriented player who enjoys setting the table for open teammates.
Ionescu outside to the middle. Makes it off the glass.
Satu Sabali taking charge in a key moment. She wants the big shots.
Indiana trailing. Clark outside. Mitchell right side. It's stolen by Stewart. Pass to Ionescu. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Caitlin Clark picks one up.
With how many different ways Ionescu can beat you, I mean, she is a nightmare to guard.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so she drops them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
She's got ice water in her veins, guys. No way she's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance.
Now here's Clark. To the paint. Here's Boston. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Sabo.
Huge. Aaliyah Boston answering the call.
Just what the doctor ordered, and she makes good on the free throw with the hoop and the harm.
Here's Lainey Hamilton. Buries it!
That is exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. She went for that pump fake. Hook, line, and sinker.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. Indiana with the ball. Pass to Cunningham. Beyond the arc. They get the rebound. Boston. It's good! And that shot brings them within just one.
An excellent offensive rebounder. How about Boston imposing her will?
Outside Stewart. Knocks down the three.
These are the huge moments Breanna Stewart lives for. She's played in big games her entire life and doesn't shy away from the big shot.
Now here's Clark. Brianescu. Clark can't hit. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
A smart foul there to try to extend the game.
Yeah, this isn't over, but the clock's as much of a problem for them as the score is right now.
They need some missed free throws.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up 5. So she gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
The free throws go down, and the lead goes up.
Here's Clark. Mitchell. Offline with a 3. And so they foul intentionally. She gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good this time. And it's an 8-point ball game. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Liberties start out with the ball. Now Lainey Hamilton. Pass to Jones. Ionescu outside. Off target from outside. Cunningham left side. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
All right, let me run a scenario for you. It's a tight game in the fourth quarter. Which player do you want on your side in the clutch?
Give me Kalia Copper. In the past, she's led the league in clutch scoring. She's fearless and can always create her own shot.
Yeah, Copper, great choice, and kind of similar to her. I'd go with Enrique Agumbawale. She's got the great shot creation and shot making, both elite. Enrique excels against tight coverage, and we know she's clutch.
Now here's Mitchell. Just 4 to shoot. Clark. That 3 off the mark. Outside Stewart. Ionescu outside. Back to Stewart. Ionescu. She's covered by Clark. Pass to Stewart. Oh, and it's blocked by Aaliyah Boston.
Known for being a tremendous defender, Boston takes pride in wiping shots away.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Pass to Mitchell. Clark, back to Mitchell. Now here's Hines Allen. Down low. Here's Cunningham. And it's blocked by Breanna Stewart.
Phenomenal defense from Stewart on that play. It's no surprise she's regarded as one of the best shot blockers in the league.
Here's Jones. Pass to Stewart. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. And the play stops. Whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Now here's Mitchell. Defense is right there. Boston, guarded by Sabali. Mitchell outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Clark. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down. Pass to Ionescu. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. So it's Indiana now. Clark right side. Boston outside. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Clark. Shot to end the cold run. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, she's a modern point guard. Mitchell has range, a great shot, handles, and of course, the ability to drop dimes.
Hey, that couldn't be more obvious. Caitlin Clark has had an incredible impact on the Fever.
Well, just look at the individual numbers. Led the league in assists, second in minutes played, and the team impact during her rookie year, they ended an 8-year playoff drought.
That's exactly how to play her. She's a player the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And here's Clark. The three from Kelsey Mitchell. And another three for Indiana.
That play shows you that Mitchell doesn't have to be ball dominant to be effective. She can just catch and shoot.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Back to Stewart. That one falls, and a nice feed from Lainey Hamilton.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Now here's Clark.
Cunningham.
Defended by Stewart.
Cunningham with the bucket.
The analyst motor of Sophie Cunningham. So tough to guard. She's always moving.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Here's Stewart.
It's hauled in by Boston.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Now here's Clark. And the Fever hit again from deep.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Lainey Hamilton, that one's good.
Well-executed possession and a well-controlled shot.
Clark outside.
Boston sets a screen.
Back to Clark.
Outside Cunningham.
Over Stewart. And another basket for Indiana.
Well, defensively, you have to run Cunningham off the catch and shoot. That is her specialty.
The Liberty Trail. Ionescu outside.
Pass to Lainey Hamilton.
The shot's good on the assist by Jonquel Jones.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
Mitchell outside. Clark launches a three, and another three for Indiana.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Now here is Stewart. The shot will not fall. Stolen by Jones. Sabali. And she floats it in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
In the paint, Sabali has the tools to be dominant. Look at her muscle her way to the shot there.
Back to Clark. Jacks up a three. New York with the rebound. Ionescu right side. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play opportunity. One free throw coming up.
Well, 2024 was the final season of Diana Taurasi's WNBA career, a player that many refer to as the GOAT.
Absolutely. I mean, the all-time leader in points scored, 3-time WNBA champion, 14 all-WNBA team selections, 6 gold medals at the games. The list just goes on and on.
Yeah, we could spend the entire game talking about what DT did. I mean, she inspired generations of players and fans while helping build and sustain the success of this league.
Now here's Clark. 9 points in the game. Pass to Mitchell. The tray. It's rebounded by Sabali. Here's Allen. Now Sabali.
She's guarded by Billings.
Sabali's shot is off. The Fever leading.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Covered by Ionescu. Dantas right side. Picked by Dantas. Pulls up on the elbow. New York with the rebound. Ionescu outside. Pass to Allen. From past the arc. Good, and Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
Talk about a determined distributor. Ionescu pretty much always knows where her teammates are.
Inside. Here's Billings. Again, the miss by the Fever. And it's New York's ball. They trail by 1. Now here's Allen. She's covered by Mitchell. Here's Stewart. There's her third field goal, and she's now made half of her 6 shots.
The will, the desire. When Stewart is locked in offensively, there's little you can do to stop her.
Mitchell, she's covered by Allen. Pass to Clark, looking to end the drought, and it's rebounded by Sajin Sabali. Here's New York now. Now here's Ionescu. From downtown,
Excellent defense from Caitlin Clark.
so it's Indiana now. Dantas the screen. Mitchell left side. Here's Billings. Pass to Dantas. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
Great assertive inside play from Dantas. Gets right where she wanted to be and scores.
And here's Sabali.
She's guarded by Billings.
Outside Sabali. Back to Ionescu. Stewart with the screen. Shoots over Clark. And it's Billings with the rebound. So it's Indiana now. Here's Harris. Looking for her first basket still in this one. From 13, the rebound by the Liberty. Pass to Ionescu. Jones. The rebound by Dantas. Now here's Clark, guarded by Jones. Dantas outside. From deep. That one's off. She's now 1 for 2. Now here's Ionescu. She's tightly guarded. Pass to Jones. To the paint. Here's Stewart. The basket good off the assist from Jonquel Jones.
When you let Stewart get inside, you're just not going to stop her. Too much length, too much game.
Dantas, guarded by Jones. That one's good. Clark.
She can time her passes so perfectly. What an assist.
Pass to Allen. Stewart with the screen. Now here's Allen. Back to Stewart. Shoots over Harris. Outside Stewart. Allen. Three-pointer. Doesn't get it to drop for her. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Fever ahead, up 1. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
I think the roof is up, but get some people some umbrellas. It has been raining in here. A lot of threes.
Yeah, you know I'm a huge umbrella guy, but hey, when it rains, it pours. And they haven't let up from beyond the arc.
The first free throw is good.
Well, you just have to be excited about Aaliyah Boston, a young woman with tons of skills. She dominated in college, and she's going to dominate in the WNBA.
And so she hits both. And the Liberty with possession here. It's a three-point game. Pass to Allen. Johannes. Now Jones. Here's Johannes. Covered by Harris. Here's Allen for three. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time, and offensive glass getting it done.
As complete a player as they come, Jones has no problems hitting the glass hard, turning misses into makes.
Now here's Boston.
And Jones pulls it down.
Those chances, usually they're 2 points for her. The D, I guess, did just enough to bother her.
Phoebish with the bucket. Indiana with the ball. They trail by one. Up top, Harris. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Boston with the bucket.
Nice job finding Boston. She is so good in that pick and roll set.
Pass to Gardner. And here's Johannes. Now Allen. The three. No good. And she's off to a slow start, 1 for 4. Up top, Harris. To the inside, Dantas lays it up and banks it in.
What a dish out of the pick and roll. Harris is certainly a cerebral point guard, guys.
Pass to Gardner. Now here's Allen. Now Johannes. Jones. She's guarded by Boston. Nice D from Aaliyah Boston.
Nice play on D, got that hand in her face, and it prevented an easy look.
Exactly. She was alert and aware and really just reacted quickly to that shot.
That's one she knows she should have drained.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Johannes. No good on the three.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Here's Jones. Oh, and it's blocked by Aaliyah Boston. And so it looks like Liberty will retain possession here.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block right there.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and she is not about to give up an easy look.
And so it's New York with it. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. There's Jonquel Jones with the three. Here's Gardner. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. The Fever with the lead. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. In transition, here come the Liberty.
And stolen by Cunningham.
Here's Harris. And it's out of bounds to the Fever as Indiana retains possession.
So close to picking that pass off.
Still a nice play, though, to make sure the pass didn't reach the target.
Pass to Cunningham.
To the middle. Mitchell. Shot clock at 6.
Stolen by Lainey Hamilton.
And here is Jones. Ionescu.
She's covered by Cunningham. Here's Phoebish.
Over Boston. Phoebish with the bucket. Harris with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Again, the miss by the Fever.
Pass to Phoebish.
Johannes. The kick out to Ionescu. Oh, and she misses the go-ahead basket. Now here's Harris. Covered by Ionescu. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. And all little around the rim that time before dropping in.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here is Ionescu. Stolen by Harris. Pass to Mitchell. Inside.
Boston.
That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
Yeah, nice play there. Boston is a dominant presence in the paint at both ends.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That'll get the ref's attention.
Good call there. Her feet still moving when she set the screen.
And she sort of lowered her shoulder into her, too. A move you perfected, actually. But they were going to get her there one way or the other.
Pass to Mitchell. To the paint. Cunningham with the bucket.
Well, not just a perimeter threat, Cunningham is also dangerous on the interior.
The Liberty Trail.
One thing that Sophie Cunningham brings to this team in bundles, energy.
Constantly moving on both ends. Cunningham has great length at 6'1". Is out there to add a spark to her teams and mix it up a little bit.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Pass to Clark. The tray. The rebound by the Liberty. Jones outside. Johannes. And they call an illegal screen here. The Fever making a switch here. Here's Clark. 11 points in the game. Dantas outside. Now here's Clark. Tight defense on her. Mitchell outside. 6 on the shot clock.
On the wings, Sophie Cunningham.
Again, the miss by the Fever. Pass to Ionescu. Now Allen. Now here is Stewart. She's guarded by Dantas. Stewart with the ball. Working on Dantas. Stewart can't hit. And here's Walker Kimbrough. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Clark outside. It's good from long range.
Fed her teammate off the bounce there. That was a nice play.
New York calls timeout. And it's New York's ball. It's a 10-point game. Ionescu left side. Pass to Phoebish. Down low to halt the run. And And it's Stewart with the bucket inside.
An example of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Here's Mitchell. She's got 5. Clark outside. Three-pointer. And the fever hit again from deep.
Just on fire from beyond the arc.
Seems like just about all her points are coming from deep.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Another miss, her 6th of the night after 6 shot attempts. Mitchell, she's covered by Gardner. Stolen by Sabrina Ionescu. Pass to Phoebish. Lainey Hamilton. Now Phoebish. She's guarded by Dantas. Here's Mitchell. And there the Fever with another bucket.
And this is how you execute in transition. Mitchell beating everyone to the right spot and being rewarded.
Now here's Gardner. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Ionescu.
I'm not sure why she keeps trying her luck from deep. It's just not working for her.
Mitchell. Yes, and it's Damiris Dantas picking up the assist.
And that's pretty much an unguardable move from Mitchell. So skilled and composed with the ball in her hands.
Pass to Phoebish. Back to Ionescu. Looking to end the run, and she sinks the layup.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
Outside Cunningham. Back to Mitchell. Clark fires for 3. Lainey Hamilton with the rebound.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Now here's Mitchell. 9 points in the game. To the inside, Dantas. And plenty of contact on the shot, so the 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Dantas isn't afraid of getting physical inside. Goes right into the defender and gets her shot off.
First free throw is good.
Well, what I like about Dantas is how versatile she is. A quality scorer and playmaker who has a real love for the game.
And so she makes both from the line. And so it's New York with it, trailing by 13. Back to Ionescu. To the paint. Stewart. She's covered by Cunningham. And Stewart gets it to go.
Making it look so effortless. Once Stewart gets rolling, she's like an avalanche on offense.
Pass to Boston. Clark. And the call is going to be, an illegal screen.
You have to make sure your feet are set. When you set those screens, or they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
Ionescu outside. Here's the 3. The Fever pull it in. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. That's in. It's her 5th field goal, and she's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Ionescu outside. Teardrop shot, and she lays it up and in.
You have to have perfect timing to knock down the teardrop.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Fever ahead, up by 12. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback.
And how about this? We're seeing a tremendous game from Caitlin Clark.
And those threes have been dropping for her. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, this could not have been a more productive day for her from long range.
And here's Indiana, leading by 12. Pass to Cunningham.
Clark. Down low. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw.
Well, we saw this with Boston even back in college. She does a great job of drawing fouls.
And the first one at the line is good.
And guys, we asked for it for years, and it's here. Expansion in the WNBA.
Yeah, if any of you have been paying attention to us the last few years here on 2K, Brian, Blake, and I have been asking for expansion for a long time. We are all excited to see Golden State. You know, the best part is the extra roster spots for deserving players. I mean, who isn't happy to see a new team? And guess what? There's more games as well.
Oh, I'm ecstatic. I mean, it's great to see the league continuing to grow, guys. And we're just getting started.
Now here's Clark. The 3 ball. Rebound, New York. Now here's Sabali. Deflects the pass.
And stolen by Cunningham.
Up the court. Hines Allen, good.
Yeah, we've seen Myisha Hines-Allen hit threes, but she's had her best mixing it up inside.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
Good, and Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
You know, she's done a ton to help this team, but if they're going to come back, she needs to do even more.
Pass to Mitchell.
Now here's Cunningham.
Back to Mitchell.
Stolen by Lainey Hamilton.
Ionescu left side.
Back to Lainey Hamilton.
Ionescu outside. And here is Stewart. 4 on the shot clock. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Pass to Clark. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. A shot by Mitchell, no good. Ionescu outside. Stewart with the crossover, and that's 2 points on the layup.
What a move. Watching Stewart doing things like that, you can forget she's 6'4".
And here's Indiana.
The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Clark outside, back to Mitchell. Pass to Clark.
Now Boston.
To the middle, just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Stewart. Ionescu outside. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
Lainey Hamilton, that one's good.
Well, they needed a run to get back into this game, and they got it.
Yeah, and it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been terrific, too, during this crucial stretch.
Absolutely, Brian. You need both sides of the ball to get back in this game.
Now here's Cunningham.
8 points for her. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Clark. Tries to snap the cold streak.
It's rebounded by Sabali.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Mitchell with it.
Lainey Hamilton covering.
Clark outside. Launches a 3. Good on the triple.
When she has the ball, Mitchell is always looking to find an open teammate. Head on a swivel.
Home and away, fans came out in droves to watch Caitlin Clark.
I mean, we've had teams move venues to increase capacity. Caitlin Clark is quite the draw. Everybody just wants a glimpse.
New York calls timeout. Up top, Sabali.
She's guarded by Boston.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and we'll go to the line.
Offensively, Sabali is such a smart player, knows how to bait defenders into contact and get to the line.
And she knocks down the first one.
How about the toughness of Satou Sabali, both mentally and physically? She's a competitor who really pushes herself to get her team exactly what they need.
So she picks up just one from the line that time. The Fever leading. Pass to Mitchell. And here's Clark, covered by Ionescu. 6 to shoot. Now here's Clark, covered by Ionescu. Clark can't get it to go. Here's Ionescu.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton.
Ionescu. Let's go with a three.
It's hauled in by Boston.
Some of the shots she's taken today have been absolute head scratchers. She's out there playing like it's a game of horse, and it's not.
Pass to Cunningham.
Mitchell.
Lainey Hamilton covering.
Back to Mitchell. Beyond the arc. The rebound by the Liberty.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
Now Stewart. Here's Jones. Covered by Hines Allen. The kick out to Ionescu. That's in there. Satou Sabali with the dime.
Can't give Ionescu any airspace from downtown. If you do, she'll torch you from there.
Mitchell outside.
Pass to Cunningham.
And here's Clark.
Cunningham sets a screen.
Again, the miss by the Fever. New York trailing here. Inside.
Sabali.
And she was fouled in the act of shooting, an opportunity for a three-point play.
Hey, every team wants length and shooting. Brianna Stewart brings you both.
And both at an elite level defense as well. I mean, Stewart's 6'4", one of the best shot blockers on one end. And offensively, she's more than capable of a 50-40-90 season.
Now here's Clark. She's got 20. Back to Mitchell. To stop the drought. Sinks the three-pointer.
A volume three-point shooter, Mitchell can hurt you from beyond the arc, especially from the corner.
Ionescu, right side. Pass to Stewart. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Now Mitchell. She's got 15. Clark outside. Hines Allen. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Allen. Ionescu outside. To the middle. The basket good off the assist from Jonquel Jones.
never scared to score near the hoop. Ionescu has a really impressive touch inside.
Here's Mitchell.
There's a screen by Billings.
Back to Clark. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Off the mark there with the three. And so it's New York with it. 2-point game. For the tie. And Stewart, the lay-in, it's good.
Yeah, she's one of the main reasons this game is tied up, and I would say she's done her part to keep them in it.
Now here's Mitchell. Guarded closely. Caitlin Clark outside. From beyond the arc, and then some. Ionescu has it. She's got 9. Outside, Sabali. Stewart. Pass to Allen. Fires the 3. Hines Allen pulls it in. So it's Indiana now. And here's Clark. 23 points in the game. From deep. Hines Allen can't get it to go. Brianna Stewart draws the double. Now here's Allen. Back to Ionescu. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper.
Well, the decision-making in Ionescu is so good. He knows when to pass, knows when to take it in the pick and roll.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Knocks it loose. And even 3-on-3 break. Chance there to take the lead, missing. Here's Clark. Pass to Boston. Shoots over Jones. And it's Brianna Stewart with the rebound.
On offense, here the Liberty.
Now here's Allen. Johannes. She's covered by Clark. Down low. Screen by Stewart. Clock at 4. Rebecca Gardner on the wing. Off target from 3-point range. Boston outside. Park down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call.
Oh, no. See, those are the kind of errors that can make or break you in a game like this, and it'll drive your coach crazy.
A basket here gets them back in front.
And it's been a pretty long time coming.
Here's Johannes. Covered by Harris. Pass to Gardner. Allen. For the lead. And it's Billings with the rebound.
You know, you watch her and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
Now here's Harris. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Puts her superb floor vision on full display. Harris is one of the more traditional point guards in this game.
Here's Phoebish. Pass to Johannes. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Now here's Cunningham. She's got 8. And here's Harris. Puts up a 3. Drills the 3-pointer.
I love the poise and confidence Harris plays with. She doesn't hesitate on catch and shoot opportunities.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock. Jonquel Jones from long range. Rebounded by Walker Kimbrough. Pass to Harris. Stolen by Jones. The three is up, and the three ball is good.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim. So good idea to take the transition three.
And we have just finished the third quarter, and a tight game we've got. Fever ahead, up 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And welcome back as we get rolling once more. Fourth quarter right ahead, and what'll be a very well-contested game. Pass to Johannes. Back to Ionescu. Shoots over Harris.
Lainey Hamilton. She's covered by Cunningham.
Fades. Rebounded by Walker Kimbrough. The Fever leading. To the paint.
Cunningham.
And there's the 3-second violation. Now here is Ionescu. Covered by Harris.
Pass to Lainey Hamilton.
They grab their own miss. That one drops for her. It's a tie ball game.
Where was the box out? Some easy second chance points.
Those kinds of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Now here's Harris. Mitchell. 5 to shoot. Rebound, New York.
Such tough defense there against one of the better finishers in the game.
Right wing. Here's Johannes, and she's good on the 3 ball.
Well, you've got to give them so much credit for battling back into this game.
It really was an impressive rally, and we'll see how much that a comeback might have taken out of them. See if they can keep that foot on the pedal, because it's tough to keep that up.
Yeah, Brian, it is so hard to exert that much energy and now try to keep the lead.
Now here is Ionescu.
Pass to Lainey Hamilton.
The 3-pointer off the mark. Now here's Harris. Tight defense on her. Here's Dantas, and she banks in the layup. New York trailing here. Here's Allen.
Here's Lainey Hamilton. She's covered by Cunningham. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
Superb assist. She was crafty, creative, and the ultimate teammate on that play.
Now here's Allen.
Ionescu outside.
Lainey Hamilton the screen.
And Sabrina Ionescu with the triple.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
And here's Indiana.
Pass to Harris. Walker Kimbrough.
She's covered by Allen.
To the inside. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
That pass into the paint was dead on target.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone in the fourth. Now here's Harris. Covered by Ionescu. Mitchell, shot's good.
And Mitchell's ability to space the floor is so valuable to this offense.
Pass to Allen. Back to Ionescu. Takes the 3. Drills it from outside.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Here's Cunningham.
Now Harris.
Back to Cunningham.
Fires from deep.
Offensive board.
Mitchell. They shoot again.
Johannes with the rebound.
New York leading.
Pass to Phoebish.
And she drops in the layup off glass.
Whatever intensity might have been lacking the first half, these teams are making up for it now.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, things have really picked up.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough.
Now Harris.
Back to Cunningham.
Clock at 6.
Cunningham sets a screen. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Another miss by Kelsey Mitchell.
I don't know if she just ran out of gas or what, but she's been awful since the second half started. Got to get recharged.
Here's Johannes.
Back to Ionescu. Three-pointer. The rebound by Dantas. Mitchell outside. Pass to Harris. Indiana again missing. And the Liberty with possession here. They lead by 4. Ionescu outside. Here's Johannes. No good from outside. Here's the Fever with the ball. Here's Cunningham. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Ionescu outside. Sinks the triple.
It took her a little while, but boy, oh boy, she's really got that 3-ball working now. Let's see if she can keep it up.
Now here's Harris. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. The 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. Rebounded by Phoebish.
You know, she's disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all with her offense.
And you know she'll be happy to get this period over and done with and just start fresh.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Allen. Down low. Ionescu right side. Lets the 3 fly. That one is off. Indiana trailing. Pass to Mitchell.
Cunningham.
And here's Harris.
Now here's Dantas.
Lets it go from deep. And it's Ionescu with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
For a player that shoots it as well as she does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Hits it from 3-point range.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough. She's covered by Allen. Again, the miss by the Fever. And it's New York's ball. On the wing, Rebecca Allen. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. No good with the triple.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Dantas. They need this. Rebound New York. Ionescu left side. Johannes. Pass to Lainey Hamilton. And a miss there on the triple.
As well as she shot in the last quarter, it's been another story in this quarter. She just can't get anything to fall for her.
Now here's Mitchell. Second shot opportunity. Off on the layup. Ionescu outside. Pass to Johannes. They set the screen. Here's Phoebish. Over Cunningham. Phoebish with the bucket. Mitchell with it. Now a timeout called by Indiana. And you look at Ionescu, what a contribution.
Good timeout. She's absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on her much quicker. and they need to figure out a way to stop her from three-point range.
Pass to Clark. Trying to get back on track. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down.
Boy, I mean, they can do nothing right. They cannot take the lid off.
They need a bucket in the worst way possible. They have got to stop this run somehow, or it's really going to get out of hand.
Now here's Clark. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 6.
The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
Everyone knows that Kelsey Mitchell can score, so the question is, defensively, how do you slow her down? Well, tonight, they've really had no answers.
Ionescu has it. She's covered by Clark. Jones outside. Stewart.
And it's Cunningham with the rebound. Now here's Boston.
She's covered closely. Sabali with it.
And it's Boston picking her up.
Here's Jones. Outside for Stewart. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
I'd say that's it, guys. They're not coming back from this one.
Nope. Any chance of that happening has long since passed.
And we're still here.
Now here's Clark. Pass to Mitchell.
Boston guarded by Sabali. Boston right side.
Inside. And Brianna Stewart with the block. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Can't argue with it. Just get the W. Get home.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. And some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
You got to defend your home floor, and they really seem to revel in confidence. This is what they came out to do here.
And that'll wrap it up